Welcome back to Universe Mode, NWA Powerrr. And kicking off tonight's show, we've got the NWA, or former NWA Women's TV Championship on the line. Tiffany Stratton has been hard pushing for that rebrand of the title to be the NXT Women's Championship once more. And, Nigel McGuinness is making her put it on the line against Bianca Belair, but not only Belair, Roxanne Perez. We just witnessed NWA refuse to lose, and as we inch closer towards NWA Alive and Kicking, we look back at what happened at Refuse to Lose and how it could actually pan out to cause quite some issues for Alive and Kicking. We saw Tiffany Stratton beat Roxanne Perez via countout, something that she threatened to do, and she made good on that promise. Now look at the position she's in. Moving towards Alive and Kicking, Tiffany Stratton might not be the NWA TV champion or the NXT World Women's Champion. Tiffany Stratton has made a point of being one of the pillars of the NWA Women's Division when it comes to this season. She has firmly cemented herself as a fantastic performer, but someone that when faced with a real challenge can go out of her way to do whatever it takes, whether that means cheat or sleaze her way to the win. Just like we saw at Refuse to Lose, that NXT Women's Championship around her waist. Will it remain around her waist? And if it does, will this hard push for NXT to return as a big main show actually go forward? One hell of a big fight feel kicking off tonight's NWA Powerrr. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission, and Belair straight after Stratton. Perez straight after Belair, and then Stratton straight after Perez. Just went in one huge triangle of just onslaught there from the get-go. All three women battling it out to be the NXT Women's Champion. Now we do have the issue of, if Tiffany Stratton retains here tonight and NXT goes forward as the second show instead of Stampede, who's going to be the general manager of NXT? Who are we going to have? Is it going to be Nigel McGuinness? Is he going to run both shows? Is somebody else going to step up to the plate? And what happens to the rest of the championships? Do we see new championships? Extra championships? God knows we've got a lot as it is. Do we see rebranding of certain championships? Cody Rhodes has a beautiful national championship, and I'm sure he'd be less than pleased to see that taken away from him and replaced. Same goes for Gunter, the international champion. Does it affect the NWA World Heavyweight Championship in any capacity? Will we see an NXT World Champion crowned? Who knows where it could lead us? Alternatively, Bianca Belair, Roxanne Perez could win this match here tonight and become new NXT Women's Champion and revert that championship back to the NWA TV title status. Oh, Belair taking down Stratton and Perez taking down Belair. Good God, there's not a moment in this match where one woman gets the main upper hand because the other is right there to stop them. God, the thunderous noise of Belair's head crashing off of the knee of Perez. That was brutal. Good God almighty, and look at this. Stratton going for the armbar. Armbar on Belair. Referee is straight down there to make sure that Belair isn't tapping, and Belair straight out of it. Of course she isn't. There's the knee to the head. Belair just went through a brutal main event match against the Kabuki Warriors. at NWA Bash at the Beach. Kick to the midsection there from Belair. Belair gearing up, looking for a big blockbuster. A look at Perez. Perez has got a weapon. She's got a kendo stick. Double drop kick combo there from Belair. And now going after that kendo. Oh! Oh, and a big spear there from Bianca. Belair looking to pick up Perez. Perez. Oh, and a stomp on the foot from Perez. What a reversal there. Oh, throwing Bianca straight into Stratton. Oh, knee to the face though. Followed by a big leg drop. Not every day you see a leg drop. Good grief. Oh! And look at Stratton. Stratton looking to steal the win. 1, 2. Oh! Almost. Tiffany Stratton looking to cheese it again. These women are on fire here tonight in this opening show. Later on tonight we've got Randy Orton. He's going to be in competition against another member of the United Empire. Can't wait to see what happens there. And we're going to get a little bit more clarification as to who's going to be taking on the champions at NWA Alive and Kicking. What in the world does Perez have there? That's a sledgehammer! That's a sledgehammer! She just hit Stratton with a sledgehammer! Holy shit! Perez coming in with a brutality here. Whoa! And she's just taken down Belair. Look at that ferocity from Perez. And Stratton going straight after her. Oh, Belair's back to her feet. Trying to get rid of that. Oh my god, I was going to say trying to get rid of the sledgehammer. She javelined it straight into the back of Tiffany Stratton. And Stratton's been laid out. Look at this, Belair. KOD. KOD to take the championship. 1, 2. And she has. All chances for Tiffany Stratton to hard push that NXT show just got stopped by Bianca Belair. KOD on Perez taking advantage of Stratton being out of the ring. Bianca Belair is your new NXT Women's Champion. Congratulations to Bianca Belair becoming the new NXT Women's Champion. Next up, Randy Orton. He put down Mark Davis at NWA Refuse to Lose. He put down Kyle Fletcher a couple of weeks ago on NWA Power. Both members of Aussie Open down and out. Next on his list, Great O'Khan. There's a catch to this match though. The Empire have agreed. If Randy Orton wins this match here tonight against Great O'Khan, he'll face Mark Davis for a second time. But this time, he's not going to injure Mark Davis. He's going to end the contract that keeps Mark Davis employed by the NWA. He's looking to put out of action both members of Aussie Open permanently. Randy Orton has been a thorn in the side of the Empire since arriving here in the NWA. Will Ospreay refusing to acknowledge that the Viper is slowly poisoning the stable that is holding up the foundations of the NWA. Here we go, Randy Orton, Great O'Khan, and Great O'Khan, one hell of a big guy, just ran straight across the ring at the Legend Killer, the Empire Dismantler, Randy Orton. Irish whip into the corner, big clothesline. As you can see, no members of the Empire here at ringside to support Great O'Khan. We don't know whether or not that is a sign that there are cracks in the Empire, or whether that's a direct order from Will Ospreay to prevent any other members of the Empire from getting injured. We don't really know. We haven't heard from Will Ospreay regarding any of this. when the TNA invasion started a few weeks back, almost 2 months ago now, I would have placed my bets that the TNA invaders would have caused a bigger threat for Will Ospreay specifically because of that NWA World Heavyweight Championship and the lineage of it. But it turns out that the biggest threat came from inside the house. It came from the WWE side of things. And I mean, it's no surprise that WWE, you know, we had the whole feud between Will Ospreay and Triple H, and then WWE bought the NWA. We had the whole rebranding. I mean, it's no surprise at this point that a WWE superstar and a legend like Randy Orton is even here to begin with, considering the crossover potential between the two brands. But I think just the fact that it feels so personal, and Randy Orton's made it almost his entire point within the NWA to dismantle this stable, to dismantle this empire, and to almost be the leader of this revolution against the empire, but he's the only man doing it. Oh, Randy Orton with a victory roll on Great-O-Khan. He got a pretty solid 2 count there. Oh, big kick to the chest, followed by the drop kick. Randy Orton takes down the general of the empire. Great-O-Khan was there from the start of the empire's birth. He's the one that spurred on Will Ospreay to even start this whole thing. He's the one calling the shots right now while Ospreay is taking his little vacation. And I mean, I can only assume that Great-O-Khan isn't exactly happy about the lack of interaction that Ospreay has had regarding this whole thing, considering Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis are close personal friends with Will Ospreay. They've just been left out in the open to fend for themselves, and I mean, look at what's happened. Kyle Fletcher injured, Mark Davis wounded. Oh, and Randy Orton looking better than ever. Oh, look at this, stomping away. Randy Orton stomping on the limbs of Great-O-Khan. Khan trying to get back to his feet. Oh, gets caught backbreaker with the lariat to the back of the head. And Orton looking like it could be time to put Great-O-Khan away. Calling for Great-O-Khan to get back in the ring. Great-O-Khan called in as backup earlier this season, just like he was last season, and my god, backup he certainly was, especially last season. Oh, European uppercut. Though tonight he isn't faring well against the Viper. Look at this, Orton setting him up, looking for a suplex. Orton looking for Great-O-Khan. Oh, taking him to the ropes. Could have been looking for an RKO there, but no, switched it up, hitting him with that spike DDT. Holy shit, Great-O-Khan goes down. And slowly back to his feet. Straight into the RKO. But Orton not going for the pinfall here. Instead, calling Great-O-Khan to his feet for a second time. Kick to the midsection. O-Khan fighting back. Oh my god, I don't know what he was going for there, but Great-O-Khan took that first RKO like a champ, and look at him powering up, fighting back. Anaconda Vice locked in on Orton. Orton could be on the brink of tapping. The fate of Mark Davis lies in the balance here tonight. Orton with the arrogance. Could have gone for the pinfall attempt on Great-O-Khan, but took his time. Orton with Great-O-Khan in the ring again. Center of the ring this time, and Orton calling for Great-O-Khan to get to his feet. Kick to the midsection, and look at Orton with another RKO. A second one, and that one was a statement. 2. And Orton faces Davis. Mark Davis better put up the fight of his life, otherwise his NWA career could be over. Randy Orton has the ability here right now to dismantle a whole half of the Empire's stable. The question is, will the Empire be present? Will Ospreay be present for what could be Mark Davis's final match? Next up, and we've got a triple threat #1 contenders match for Cody Rhodes' National Championship. Going to be on the line at NWA Alive and Kicking. Dominic Mysterio, former Super Junior champion, here tonight being given an opportunity to advance up the ranks into a new division, that division being the NWA National Division. Dominic Mysterio hasn't challenged for a mid-card championship yet. He's been mostly in the Super Junior division, but here tonight he could end up advancing to taking on Cody Rhodes. And we've got some breaking news as the big tank Bronson Reed makes his way down to the ring. Will Ospreay will be present later on tonight. Will Ospreay has just arrived at the NWA arena following the confrontation earlier tonight between Randy Orton and Great-O-Khan, the match that followed, and Randy Orton's win. But anyway, right now the triple threat just got a whole lot bigger with big Bronson Reed, who has been on a roll this season. Former international champion, looking to become the first man to hold both mid-card championships. And Trick Williams, who also recently made his debut, being slingshotted into stardom after his incredible performance against Carlito. Trick Williams could be looking to advance all the way to a mid-card championship match very early in his NWA run. Former NXT World Champion Trick Williams, of course not Universe Mode NXT, unfortunately hadn't made his WWE debut at that stage. Look at the size difference between these men, good God. And both men tried to go after Bronson Reed, but they've been struggling to. Bit of a malfunction at the junction there. Look at Dominic Mysterio with the Hurricane Rana, looking for the roll-up. Now this is an elimination match. Bronson Reed didn't need to break up that pinfall, but looks like he had other plans for Mysterio, and he's just launched Dominic straight out of the ring. As I was saying though, Trick Williams, even though he hasn't got the accolades within the NWA, that doesn't mean he doesn't have the accolades, period. There's plenty of superstars that rock up in the NWA that have fantastic accolades outside of the WWE and NWA. Bronson Reed quick to leave the ring, baiting out Dominic Mysterio, wrestling that chair from him. Good God. Oh, good grief. And Trick Williams with a drop kick to the base of the back of Bronson Reed. Just wiped him out, and Reed has got that chair again. Oh my God, the chair almost made its way into the ring. Oh, look at this. Military press from Bronson Reed. Oh, and Dominic rolls through. Whoa, good grief. There's a lot of weight being shifted here between Bronson Reed and Dominic Mysterio. That was incredibly impressive. Oh, good God, right off the side of the head of Mysterio. DDT plants Trick Williams as Bronson Reed looking incredible right now. That leaping clothesline doesn't take him down, but Trick Williams with a kick to the midsection certainly slows him down. Bronson lurking around Trick Williams. Oh, and look at this. Williams with the punches to the head. Oh, cyclone kick. Just wiped out Reed, and Trick Williams just dumped Mysterio right on his head. Holy shit. And here comes Mysterio. Mysterio taking the fight to Williams now. Drop down from Trick Williams. Oh, into the leapfrog. Went for the trick shot. Mysterio moved out the way. Roll through. Setting him up for the 619. And he hits it on Williams. Holy shit. Oh, and Bronson just caught Mysterio. Oh, roundhouse kick from Trick Williams takes down Reed. Williams tries to get back into this after being hit with that 619. Reed going straight for the chair again. Good God, Mysterio just moved out the way of the chair being launched. Bronson Reed, he threw the chair in between those two superstars. Good God almighty. And look at Mysterio. Mysterio on a roll right now, looking to take advantage of Bronson Reed, who's too distracted on attacking Trick Williams, not considering Mysterio to be a threat. Look at Williams. Oh God, and the distraction there. Williams managed to slow down Dominic Mysterio to the point that oh good grief, that Reed was able to move out of the way of that frog splash. We could have just seen Bronson get eliminated there. That was incredible. Oh, rebound into the big body slam, followed by the elbow drop. Oh, the player's boot just wiped out Reed. Mysterio dodging out of the way of the big tank kick to the midsection. Oh, and Mysterio with a big right hook to Bronson. And look at Bronson's head. Bronson's just been busted open by Mysterio. That big right hook. Bragging rights for Mysterio there, being able to bust over Bronson Reed. So Bronson Reed earlier this season go through that brutal ambulance match against Julius Creed. Mysterio dodging out of the way. They've tried their best to wear down Bronson Reed. Oh my days. Bronson just out of frustration there, launching a chair at a prone Dominic Mysterio. And look at this, look at this. Lifting up Williams. Went for the military press, roll through, roll up on Reed. Oh, and Reed. 2. Oh my God. Reed somehow didn't get the pinfall there. Oh, and here comes Mysterio. He's got that bloody microphone and attacking both superstars with it. And look at this now, going for the pinfall on Williams, who could be out cold from being hit with that microphone. No. And look at this, the strength on the outside of the ring from Dominic Mysterio, hitting the Three Amigos on Bronson Reed. And Reed, good God, managed to roll through onto his feet, straight into Mysterio though, who's still wielding that goddamn microphone. Oh, Williams though, with the reversal, big right hook. Williams with a cyclone kick. Takes out Mysterio. Oh! And Bronson, with all of his weight, just threw his body into Trick Williams. Good God almighty. And just, he's wiped out both men now. Williams just got launched into the barricade. Surprised the barricade didn't go through. Oh God. Oh, full Nelson, that tiger suplex. Good God almighty, man. DDT as Bronson now wrecking house. Holy shit. Bronson with Mysterio looking for the suplex, and he does, dumping down Mysterio. Oh, trick shot to Bronson Reed. Trick Williams. 1, 2. Oh my God. Oh, no, trick shot to Dominic Mysterio. 1, 2. Oh, Dominic with a kick out. Oh my days, and Dominic Mysterio just took down the referee. I don't know if he even meant to there, but he was apologizing to Bronson as Bronson went for him. And he took advantage. Now look at him raking at the eyes of Bronson Reed. Reed just caught him. Oh, dumping Mysterio on the table. But the referee's down. An easy 3 count there. And Bronson telling Mysterio that he's bloody lucky that the referee is down and out right now. Oh, and Dominic Mysterio now wielding a kendo stick. And he's just cracked Trick Williams straight over the head. Oh, and there's a kick out there from Williams. That looked like it was going to be the end of Williams there. Williams could have tapped out of this match right there. But no, stays in it. Whoa. Bronson on the outside of the ring after getting hit with that knee strike from Trick Williams. And now Trick Williams going toe-to-toe with Mysterio. Mysterio could have some internal bleeding after getting crushed by Bronson Reed. But somehow he's powering through. Oh, good God. And Bronson just tried to get back into the ring there. And Dominic was like, hell no, not going to happen. It's going to be very interesting. These two, Trick Williams, Dominic Mysterio. Who's going to come out on top? Trick Williams with the pump handle power slam. What in the world? Bronson with the power bomb. Sending Williams out of the ring. Dominic Mysterio now in control. He's got that goddamn chair. That chair that's been used, good God, countless times on him. And now look at him just throwing weapon after weapon against Big Tank Bronson Reed. Oh, and both men just went after Mysterio. Oh, big boot. Big boot followed by the lariat. Oh, Bronson Reed taking out both men there. Both men sandwiched Dominic Mysterio. And Dominic again managing to collide with the referee. No care whatsoever for who he hits in this match, as long as he gets the pinfall win. But we're still 3 men. All we need is an elimination to whittle this down. Bronson Reed telling Mysterio to get in the ring. Good God, and he dumps Mysterio on his head. Referee back to her feet. 1, 2, and there it is, the first elimination after a absolutely brutal bout. I have no idea how Dominic Mysterio stayed in this thing for as long as he did. Roll through Trick Williams. Oh, and Bronson with a reversal. 2, and Bronson is gonna face Cody Rhodes. Good God almighty. The weight of Bronson Reed down on the shoulders of Trick Williams. There was no way Williams that deep into the match was going to be able to make the kick out. Bronson Reed looks like he just went through hell. But he has been over the past few weeks. He's been doing a fantastic job since the Crockett Cup. And we are jumping straight into this next match as we've got 2 of our up-and-coming rookie talent here tonight. Riley Osborne, who we've seen before, part of our developmental program, and making his debut here tonight, Brad Baylor from the American independent scene, recently signed to WWE ID, a new project that WWE are using, and it'll filter superstars through the NWA and their other lower tier brands, or what they would consider their lower tier brands anyway. And we're seeing for the first time superstars that in a few years could be world champions. Riley Osborne already made his debut, like I said, in the NWA. We've seen him competing against Dominic Mysterio himself, and he did a pretty damn good job against Mysterio. And then the self-proclaimed beautiful Brad Baylor Everything you want from a young prospect, I suppose, aside from the shitty attitude that he tends to bring with him. Brad Baylor has been very, very vocal on social media about the, quotation, neckbeards of the internet wrestling community, judging his words and actions. So we'll see whether or not the NWA crowd responds to him here tonight as Baylor takes down Osborne. Osborne, though, rolling through, and look at these forearm strikes. We could be seeing one of these two men in a few months' time challenging a superstar like Cody Rhodes, like Gunter, like Bronson Reed, Will Ospreay. We could be seeing these superstars compete for championships. It all begins here tonight when it comes to a superstar's career, especially when they're as talented as Riley Osborne and Brad Baylor. Brad Baylor, known for being part of the Swipe Right tag team, his tag team partner Ricky Smokes also signed to WWE ID, though no current confirmation on whether or not he's got a contract with the NWA. Look at this, look at this. Northern Lights suplex there from Brad Baylor. Beautiful bridge there on it as well. Uh-oh. Oh, and an enziguri takes down Osborne. Baylor now looking to go to the top turnbuckle. Holy shit. Looking for a beautiful elbow drop, but he doesn't hit it. Osborne dodging out of the way. Oh, straight into the schoolboy roll-up, though, as Osborne. 1, 2. Oh, my God. Big forearm strike there from Baylor. Look at this. Good God. Missile dropkick. Baylor moving into the driver's seat now. He's been in control of this match for a little bit too long, and it's starting to get worrying for Riley Osborne. Osborne really fighting from the ground up, both figuratively and literally right now. Baylor, the onslaught, the stamina of Baylor is pretty impressive. I'm sure he's got plenty to say about his stamina. Good God. Double axe handle to the back of their head of Osborne. And now look at Baylor setting up Osborne. Looking for a neck breaker. And he does. He hits it right off of that middle turnbuckle. Baylor in full control right now. Looking to put away Osborne. Osborne dodging out of the way of Baylor, though. Osborne looking to turn the tide. Fireman's carry position. Taking Baylor. Snake eyes over in the corner. Irish whip from Baylor to Osborne. Big forearm strike. Baylor has laid out Osborne right now. Looking for that beautiful elbow drop, and he doesn't hit it. Good God, roundhouse kick as Osborne survives, stays in this thing a little bit longer, trying to regroup himself. Look at this, look at this. Baylor looking for the knee drop, and he hits it on Osborne. And look at this, Baylor calling Osborne to his feet. What in the world is he going for? Off that top turnbuckle, we've seen him go for the elbow, and he hits one on a standing Osborne. Baylor, 1, 2. Oh, and Osborne with a kick out. And even the developmental talent isn't afraid of a little bit of blood as Baylor's been busted open by Riley Osborne. Baylor's not going to be happy about that. Not going to be happy about having to deal with a head wound. Oh, kick to the midsection. There's a disrespectful slap. Good grief. The slap there from Brad Baylor just echoed. And what is this? Kick to the midsection. Hook in the leg. Oh, and a perfect plex. Middle of the ring. 1, 2. And he's just won with a perfect plex. Osborne tried to kick out. Brad Baylor making one hell of a statement there. Winning off of a perfect plex. Whether or not that'll be his finishing move moving forward. I mean, he usually goes for that beautiful elbow drop, but he was having trouble hitting it. Baylor winning his debut here tonight. Will Ospreay in the ring now, calling out whoever... Oh, it was gonna be a member of the Coffees getting ready for his bout tonight against a member of Gallus, but Randy Orton interrupting. And Randy Orton telling the referee to call for the bell because he wants this fight here tonight. And Ospreay is going to take the fight to Orton. So Will Ospreay was calling out Mark Coffey. He was waiting an incredibly long time for one half of Gallus to make their way into the ring. Good grief. And it turns out that Randy Orton had attacked Mark Coffey backstage. Good grief. And look at this now. Finally, we're seeing Randy Orton, Will Ospreay one-on-one battling it out against each other. The important thing to note here, ladies and gents, Orton already competed tonight. He's already taken on Great-O-Khan. What condition is he going to be in? Yes, he put away Great-O-Khan. Is he going to be able to put away two members of the Empire here tonight? One of them being the NWA World Heavyweight Champion in tonight's main event. Good God, going after the back of Ospreay. Brutal lariat to the back of the neck. Ospreay just snapped forward. And look at this, Orton sending Ospreay into the corner. Big clothesline from Orton. Orton, look at this visual with Ospreay. The Empire was close to ditching Ospreay. Good God, Ospreay's been on holiday for the last month. He's had to rush back after Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis being targeted by the Viper. Orton now circling Ospreay. Oh, Enziguri from Ospreay. Ospreay, the king of improvised reversals, thinking on his feet, though. Is he going to be able to think on his feet when he sees an RKO coming out of nowhere? Handspring into the Pele. Good God, and Orton crumpled. And a quick kick out there from a defiant Randy Orton. Oh, big right hook. And Orton now grounding and pounding Ospreay. Orton already taken out Kyle Fletcher. Already defeated Great-O-Khan. He's vowed to end the career of Mark Davis. Orton has been constantly on the assault when it comes to Ospreay, but Ospreay with a reversal there, managing to flip over Orton onto his back. Oh, good God, and the Lou Fez press. And Orton's busted open Ospreay. There's a cut above Ospreay's eye on a rake to the face. Orton again relentlessly going after Ospreay. Ospreay's trying his hardest, having to fight from the ground up. Oh, and a roundhouse kick. Absolutely brutal from Will Ospreay. Oh my God, hidden blade. Orton goes down like a sack of spuds. Oh, and the kick out from Orton. Again, Orton has already competed tonight. He's just been hit with a hidden blade. Orton is risking injury here tonight at the risk of, the opportunity rather, of getting a title shot. I mean, there's nobody else right now on the level of Will Ospreay. A veteran like Randy Orton coming out of the woodworks and completely dismantling the most dominant faction in Universe Mode history. I mean, that alone should grant him a title shot, but Orton's taking it a step further. He's going after Ospreay himself. Big clothesline there from Orton, and another into the quick power slam. Orton dumps down Ospreay. And now look at this, Orton setting up Ospreay for a second Hangman's DDT. The Viper setting up to strike against the champion. Ospreay dumped down an Orton. Orton looks like he has a plan. And he does. He's looking for the punt kick. And he hits it on Ospreay. 1, 2, 3, and he's put down the champ.